Hey friend, Roger Christopherson here again with another Hidden Gems. Almost said first listen review, but Hidden Gems. I've been listening to a lot of new stuff today. I had to take a little bit of a break and listen to something that actually I hadn't listened to in a long time. I saw the That Rocks episode the other day with Ted Nugent as the guest on it. And in case nobody knows what That Rocks is, it's the new show that features the guys from That Metal Show on it. They got a new show that's every Wednesday on YouTube. Check it out. It's cool. I mean, I think there's 7 or 8, maybe even 9 episodes in at this point. I love That Metal Show. I was so bummed when it went off the air, and I was excited when it came back on. And they've had some cool guests. And Ted Nugent was on. He's always a character. Regardless of what you think about his personal beliefs of political stuff or his hunting or anything like that, he was and still is a killer guitar player, and it can't be denied how good of a guitar player he is. I actually just watched a video somebody just filmed the other day with him jamming along with Night Ranger to a couple songs that they did at some fair, I don't know, but anyway, he got up there and jammed along with it. They did one of their Damn Yankee songs there, Coming of Age, couldn't even think of what they did, and then of course, Cat Scratch Fever, and I was never a huge fan of Cat Scratch Fever, but I know it's sacrilege to say that, but his guitar playing was just still stellar. He's still got it. The funny part is, the reason I chose this album is because this is like where I came to know like Ted Nugent. I know it's a strange place to start, but the album is Little Miss Dangerous, and it's 86 is when this came out. I actually saw him on this tour. I think he was opening up for Kiss, but I can't remember for 100%. I saw him out in Erie, PA, and I'm almost positive he was opening for Kiss. And I just remember thinking, man, this guy can play. And the songs, this is a very, very 80s produced album. It's very 80s. If I had to started with the earlier 70s stuff and gone up to this, I probably would have been shell shocked, but. So I can understand why this album was kind of polarizing for some of his fans, because the drums on it, I don't know, they sound like just so overproduced, and sounds like a drum machine on here. In fact, I think it is. I think it's just programming on this album. I don't know, it's got drums here by Michael Mason plays drums on it. The main album is actually Ted Nugent and Dave Amato. And in case nobody's familiar with Dave Amato, he is now in REO Speedwagon, has been with for many years, but he had done some work with Black Oak, Arkansas. He actually did some session work for people like LaToya Jackson and David Lee Roth, Rick Springfield, Kim Carnes. He did some stuff with Motley Crue, so all those rumors about Mick not playing anything are just a little bit true, because he did some work with them way back. And I think he did some stuff on the album after this too. If you can't look him, lick him. Jimmy Barnes. He did a whole bunch of stuff. And actually toured with Cher for a long time. Richie Sambora. He did all kinds of stuff. So anyway, Michael Bolton. He's just worked with a lot of people. But anyway, and as far as I know, it was mainly his background vocals and guitar, and he sang lead on this. He sang lead on a lot of the songs on this. And I remember when I heard this album, I was like, man, who's that singer? Killer. I've never heard him do anything before or after this, so I don't know if I'm missing something or what, but he sings great. I mean, that's really part of what drew me in, and Ted's guitar playing on this album is insane. I think this might be actually it's probably Penetrator, the album before this, which still has that same type of production. Brian Howe on lead vocals on that one too, by the way. Brian Howe went on the front Bad Company for many years. Sadly has passed away, but he sang on that album. That album's killer too. It's the singing he does on that one is insane. Check out that album as well. But this one's the one we're focusing on today. Dave Amato just blew me away on this. Sang great live too. And trying to think who he had playing drums with him. I think it was Mick Brown he had playing drums. I don't remember who was on bass when I saw him live. I really just cannot for the life of me remember who it was that I saw. I'm always bad with that stuff, but the live stuff. But anyway, the songs on this are very 80s sounding, and the guitar tone on it, he does I think this is where he learned dive bombs and pinch harmonics, maybe on the last album as well, but a lot of it in it, but it's very melodic playing, even though he shreds on this as well. I just was really drawn in, and I'm listening back to it now and thinking, wow, this is really, really produced 80s. Like, it almost sounds like pop 80s, not even rock. It's like the drums are so pop, and the keyboards in this are very, very 80s. I can't even explain. If you have never heard this album, how 80s sounding it is, I can't stress it enough, but still love it nonetheless. The singing on this from Dave Amato on like High Heels in Motion, Strangers, Savage Dancer, he sings on those. Ted always has to sing some stuff, but those songs in particular are like insane. And Ted wrote most of these songs too. There's only co-writes on like 4 of the songs, or complete rewrites, or other writers, I mean, on a couple of the other ones. But it's funny because even the ones that Ted sings on, like Little Miss Dangerous, for instance, he sings on that one, and he sounds good. I mean, I've never been like a fan of Ted's lead vocals, is thinking, oh yeah, he's an amazing singer, amazing guitar player. Singing, not so much. He sings with a style. And it's usually, on the earlier stuff like Wango Tango and stuff like that, which I think is, fun stuff. He doesn't really sing. He kind of sings, and even the ones he sings, it's not like he has like an amazing range or tone to his voice, even for that matter. This guy has an attitude to his voice, but he actually sings on these, and it actually sounds pretty good. Like somebody took the time to like make him sing on this album, so that's always a positive too. But anyway, not gonna go on too long about it, but I just thought this is one of those ones that people always rag on that, I would love to hear this like maybe remastered or remixed, so it's a little bit more modern sounding, so it doesn't have that super, I'll say it once again, 80s sound to it. If you could tone that down a little bit, this would actually would sound pretty good nowadays. But anyway, tell me what you guys think. This is all about the music. Ted is an amazing musician, I think. His guitar playing, I saw him with Damn Yankees too, I forgot to mention that. He nails it. He's not sloppy. He just nails it. When he plays something, he plays it good. He just plays well. He plays with feeling. And if you got his last album, which I think was horrible, the last couple albums he was actually had, I do not like at all. Feel free to go check this one out. If you thought maybe you missed something along the way, this is one to go back and check out. And just remember, it is what it is with the time frame. I'll say it again, 80s. With that in mind, this is a really good album to listen to. It's fun, trust me. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we'll talk to you on the next one. See ya.